إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا إنه من يهده الله فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله شهادة تنجينا من عذاب النار وتدخلنا الجنة من غير سابقة عذاب ولا عقاب وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله وصفيه من خلقه وحبيبه أشهد أنه قد بلغ الرسالة وأدى الأمانة ونصح الأمة ومحى الغمة وجاهد في الله حق جهاده حتى أتاه اليقين فصلاة وسلاما على عبدك ونبيك محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال يا ابن أم لا تأخذ بلحيتي ولا برأسي إني خشيت أن تقول فرقت بين بني إسرائيل ولم ترقب قولي. ويقول الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم: ألا أخبركم بأفضل من درجة الصيام والصلاة والصدقة؟ قالوا: بلى يا رسول الله. قال: إصلاح ذات البين، فإن فساد ذات البين هي الحالقة، لا أقول تحلق الشعر ولكن تحلق الدين، أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. أما بعد، all praise to Allah, all praise to Allah, the one, the only, the one who should be worshipped. I bear witness that He is the creator of this universe and He is the one who should be worshipped. I bear witness that Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam is His messenger, true mercy sent to us. If you follow His path, inshallah, will be in Jannah. Amma ba'd. Subhanallah, today I was trying to prepare a khutbah that kind of different. I tried to even find the sources for it. Subhanallah, it's not that much outside there. What is the khutbah today? In Arabic, اللي ملوش كبير يشتري كبير. In English, if you don't have someone you return to, find someone to return to in our human life. Subhanallah, that's the khutbah, and they tried to find it, and they found this ayah and the hadith I'm going to say inshallah. Subhanallah, this ayah I narrated in the beginning. Sayyidina Musa left to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he went there for 40 days. 30 plus 10 is 40 days. And after that, in that meantime, the Jew following him, following Harun, and he left Harun, a prophet, behind him to take care of his people. And subhanallah, the people, there was someone called a Samiri. He said, I can show you the God, I can create God for you. And he created a cow or an ox. And if you put it towards the wind, it makes sound. And now, if you think about it, Harun, didn't he know? Why did he stand in front of these people? He could have stand and he could have made a fight. Right? He can do that. He's a prophet. But why he didn't do it? Why he didn't do it? So many, if you look at the tafsir, so many, so the translations, so many understand, and there are so many khutab there in this part. But what I want to pick up, one thing, different. That, I believe that he thought that, okay, if I wait for Sayyidina Musa to come back, the problem will be solved. Why should I create a fight without a reason? There is no reason. There's a reason. Kufr is a reason. But I can bypass that by waiting for Sayyidina Musa. That's why, if you read the ayah like literally. It said, why you're, my brother, why you're picking, imagine Sayyidina Musa, always, he's tough. He's a very powerful man. He pulled his brother from his lihya, his beard and his hair, and pulled him. How dare you leave my people to go astray? How dare you? And look at the response. I was scared. If I did that, you will say, farraqta. The word farraqta means distributed. Everyone, everywhere. Everyone will run away from me. وَلَمْ تَرْقُبْ قَوْلِي. This means that Sayyidina Musa kind of told him that keep them with each other. Don't let them stray. Don't move them away from each other. This is one of the understandings. So many others, but this is what I want to emphasize on. Sometimes you need, if you see two youth in the university, in the school, especially I see some school students here, and you see two fighting. There are two things to do. Go between them, stop, don't do it. Or think, get someone, get a teacher, come, hurry up. Two students are beating each other, help. And I'll tell you an example from the Sunnah too, about that part, later inshallah. Then really sometimes you have to be smart. If your brothers, if you have 2, 3 brothers and they are beating each other up, try to stop them. But better, try to get your father in. Father, help! Muhammad and Mahmoud are fighting. Ali and Hassan are fighting. Come help me. And try to defend, stop the fight. But really, get someone older. Because the father will say, stop! Everyone will stop, freeze. Everyone will freeze at that time. SubhanAllah. There are quarrels everywhere in this world. We are building quarrels. Everyone with disagreements. Sometimes disagreement by word, sometimes disagreement by fight. Some bullying, some not. But disagreement, we are built on that. We are humans. We are built on disagreeing. I disagree with you, disagree with me. But the problem is how to solve our issue. The problem is sometimes we disagree in a way that we hate each other. We fight with each other. Look at this hadith I narrated. Don't you want to tell you? The Prophet is saying that, not me. The Prophet is saying, don't I want to know something better than praying and fasting and giving? Salah, Islam. 5 pillars. 5 pillars. La ilaha illallah, prayer, fasting, giving charity, and Hajj. Usually the fifth one, you do how many times you say La ilaha illallah once in a lifetime? Or if you remember. But the 3 things that we do almost every now and then, prayer, fasting, and giving charity. What? Better than that, O Prophet? Yes, better than that. What? Islahu dhatil bayn. Make sure that people are not fighting with each other. Stopping the fights. Better than prayer, fasting, and giving donations. SubhanAllah. And the Prophet said, it takes you, la tahlaq, it takes you out, not the hair takes out the hair, no, takes you out of religion. Out. Imagine that you look at your brother Muhammad or Ali and you hate them. You hate them. SubhanAllah. What happens if you do that? Every Monday and Thursday, al-a'mal, the deeds go to Allah. And Allah gives us a command. If 2 are fighting, stop their deeds. I don't want to see it. He knows. Stop the deeds. I don't want to see it. Imagine every time you fight with someone, you and him, that your hasanat will not go up. As if you didn't pray, you didn't fast, you didn't do anything. SubhanAllah. They really don't keep the fight for long. Especially, and another especially, for the youth, for their parents. Don't make your parents angry. Your mother. I was talking to a brother here, especially the mothers. And you can test it yourself, especially the youth. Test today what I'm going to tell you, and don't tell them that I told you that. Your father will ask you a cup of water, bring him the cup of water and tell him, oh my father, make dua to me. Okay, what the father will do? We are miser, we are bakhil, usually. I say, Rabbana yabarik lak, Rabbana yahdik, and that's it, get out of my face. Done dua, enough, one dua is good enough for you. What do you think? Cup of water, one dua. Every cup of water, one dua, and I'll see you later. Try it with your mother now. Go to your mother, the same thing. It's a test for everyone. Try it. Without telling them. Get, my mother, do you want to invite? Mother, do you want a cup of water? She'll say yes, she is thirsty. And you take the cup of water to her. And when you give it to her, after she drinks, mother, do dua to me. Half an hour of dua. Half an hour of dua. What's going on? I did just a cup of water. My father gave me 1, you're giving me 100? That's the way the mothers is. That's why don't make them angry with you. Never make them angry with you. Because we have a saying in Arabic, المحكمة لها حق. My grandmother used to say that. المحكمة لها حق. The court have the right. What does it mean? For the youth to understand the slang. The court have the right means that even if the mother didn't say it, Allah will do it. That's why we tell the parents, don't make dua on your kids. Because you can hurt them without knowledge. Sometimes we make dua against them. Oh, I wish that you go away. This is a da'wah. This is a da'wah. And if you hear it as a son, ask your mother forgiveness. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. The man, and that's why I told him that there is a difference between a male and a man. A male and a female, there is a characteristics. But رجال, when Allah said in the Quran, في بيوت أذن الله أن ترفع ويذكر فيها اسمه يسبح له فيها بالغدو والآصال رجال. He didn't say male. No. That's why the ulama said not every ذكر, male by characteristics, is a man. But every man has to be, can be male or sometimes even female. Because there is, احنا عندنا in Egypt, the Egyptians, we say في 600 راجل. There is a woman better than 100. And subhanallah. Anyway, how to solve a problem? We need to learn, especially if you see a problem between two of your friends. How can you do it? First, try nicely with each one of them. Nicely, quietly. You know, he's your brother. Don't fight. Nicely. Subhanallah. Two, get some knowledge. Once I was in grade 10 and I saw my teacher doing something bad in prayer. I didn't know what to do. He's a teacher. How can I do it? My friend was another teacher. I had a friend, a teacher, who was good in fiqh. I went to him, I said, teacher, I saw one of the teachers, I didn't tell him the name, did this act. I don't know what to do. Advice. Then go to the knowledgeable one and ask him nicely, how can I deal with a matter I don't know how to deal with? And he told me the advice, and they went and they did his advice. Simple. So many things. 3, try to help both sides. If you want to be a judge, try to help both sides. Don't be on one side or other. Don't. If you want to help, always be for both. Understand. Use the right words. Sometimes when you solve a problem, you do it in a bad way. Oh, and you are dumb. What? What are you talking about? No. You are the best. Choose the right characteristics. You are the best. You have a good tongue. I know that you didn't mean that part. Wallahi, Allah will forgive you. This kind of words that make your heart more better. Always remind him of what the Prophet ﷺ does. And then, if again, he doesn't know, some people, even until today, I'm old enough, but sometimes someone comes to me and say, you know, this is a question I don't know what to do with. How can I do with this? And I try to tell him, and he doesn't disagree with me. What do? You know, come with me. Let's go to the sheikh. There is a sheikh here. Come and let him ask him. Whatever he decides, I'll take. And we go, I know the knowledge, but sometimes he needs to hear it from someone else, not me. Try to do that. Learn how to do it. This is part of first issue of how to deal with problems. Remember that we have part of the sunnah. I would say some hadith that will help make us understand more. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر لكم فاستغفروه يا فوز المستغفرين. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا. أما بعد. Like I said, in the history of the Prophet, there are some which helped me prepare this khutbah. The khutbah, when you read the hadith, it's not said directly, but I got it. The hadith said, the Ansar, one of the Ansar and one of the Muhajirin, the people of Ahl-Madinah and the people from Mecca, they were sitting and discussion came and the fight erupted between both Sahaba, by the way, both Sahaba, best of the best. And the man from Medina said, Ya al-Ansar, this is a call for a fight. Ya al-Ansar means what? Come. People of Medina, get your swords. When you hear that, it's very bad. I gave a khutbah before about ta'assub and the Prophet ejected. But anyway, this is not the khutbah. This is finding the right one to help. And the Muhajirin definitely, when they saw it, saw the man from Muhajirin, saw they're calling Ahl Medina, Ya al-Muhajirin, oh people from Mecca, come and help. And in Medina, the swords were up between the people of Mecca and people of Medina, and both the Sahaba. Now, what do you think happened after that? If you are there, what are you going to do? Oh, people of Mecca, people of Medina, be good, you're Sahaba, you're nice. The hadith didn't say that. The hadith said after that, the Prophet came running. How the Prophet knew? This is the part that I'm looking for. How the Prophet knew? Some Sahabi thought that if he tried to stop them, the war will not stop. They will start fighting. And if the sword go in, khalas, done, we're out. The Sahabi went running towards the Prophet immediately. Oh Prophet, come, a fight will erupt. And the Prophet, when he heard that, he came running. And he said two words, Abi da'wa al-jahiliyyah. Still you're saying nationalism? I'm a Syrian, I'm an Egyptian, I'm a Pakistani, I'm a Afghani, I am whatever. I don't care. Wallahi, we'll meet Allah and we will be, no one will be Muslims. You want to be a Muslim, that's it. Your nationality will not give you an extra step forward. Nothing, give you zero. There's no difference. أبي دعوى الجاهلية وأنا بين ظهرانيكم. فقال دعوها فإنها منتنة. Ignore the nationalism, it is filthy, it's smelly. Don't do that, don't go there. My shahid, my witness here, that the Sahabi went and brought the Prophet and he stopped it. The same idea, again, like I said before, why, if there's a problem will erupt, go and bring someone old to help and support. This is my idea and an advice again for the youth. If I told you in the first part of the khutbah that if you go to your father with a cup of water, you will make one dua. If you go with a mother, you go 100 dua. If you make a mistake towards one of them, and you will do, I have to tell you that part. We're human. Sometimes we do mistakes. What should you do? When you come back to your senses, it's okay to say, I'm sorry. It's okay, don't worry about it. Say, I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry, Mother. I swear I didn't mean it. Please forgive me. Make dua to me, especially the mother. Make dua to me, Mother. I know I'm bad. I know. Sometimes I have a temper problem. Please, make dua to me. Nicely. You know that in Islam, if you're praying sunnah, not fard, sunnah, and your mother or father calls you, come, you have to leave prayer. If you are praying a sunnah, I'm repeating again for the youth, if I'm praying sunnah, not fard, sunnah, and your father and mother calls you, come, you leave your sunnah, you say salam, salam, and go to them, how can he help you? Because obeying them is a must. And you're praying sunnah. The must is much higher than the sunnah. This is how important the father and the mother are. Then remember that part. Finishing or conclusion, if you don't have someone to turn to, find someone to turn to. If you know someone to turn to, always get advice from him. This is how life goes on. And some problems can finish. Like Sayyidina Musa, when he came in, he said to Samuel, what are you doing? This is the ox of God. He took it, threw it in the river Nile. Problem finished, and he go back again to being good Muslims. That's sometimes simple act can make it simple to all of us. Inshallah, this is the khutbah. I hope I conveyed the message. And again, if I said it right, hopefully it's from Allah. And if I said it wrong, I'm sorry. I tried to get a new meaning, understanding from the ayah and the hadith, inshallah. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولمن سبقنا بالإيمان اللهم استرنا فوق الأرض، واسترنا تحت الأرض، واسترنا يوم العرض، واغفر لنا ذنوبنا. اللهم بارك في أولادنا، اللهم اغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولمن سبقنا بالإيمان. اللهم استرنا، اللهم اغفر وارحم واعف وتكرم وتجاوز عما تعلم. اللهم الحقنا بالصالحين واغفر لنا أجمعين. وآخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين، وقوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمكم الله.